periodic table put forth by the Mendeleev was quite well defined, but it wasn't the best table ever. Why do I say so? It's because with time, the number of elements being discovered increased and fitting them into the table according to the periodic law by Mendeleev seemed difficult. Also, we have taken look at the major limitations of the periodic table by Mendeleev. So with all these limitations, how do we study the elements? How do we carry out the periodic classification? Well, if the elements discovered later did not follow the periodic law even by Mendeleev, then the only way to arrange them by modify the law. Yes, this was however not what scientists could think of as the first step. It was quite gradually the scientists realized that the law could be modified. But how did this happen? It was around 1913 that the British physicist Henry Moseley found an interesting fact. He realized that instead of atomic mass, all the elements will show periodicity if arranged on the basis of atomic number. Wait a second. Did I say atomic number? Isn't atomic number randomly assigned number to the atom by us? Actually not. Atomic number of any element is never a randomly assigned number. It is basically the number of protons present in the nucleus of the atom of the element. For instance, let us consider the first four elements in the table. So we get atomic number of hydrogen as 1, helium as 2, lithium as 3 and beryllium as 4. So why are these elements are assigned these particular atomic numbers only? Can we change this number ever? No, we can't. That is because they have these respective numbers of protons in their nuclei. Hydrogen has just one proton in its nucleus. Similarly, helium has 2 and lithium has 3. And how many protons will beryllium have? Correct. It has 4 protons. The same is valid for other elements as well. Coming back to the table, did Henry Moseley think that characteristics of elements are based on atomic numbers and not their atomic masses? Yes, that was he meant. And with this, they emerged a new law was studying the periodicity of elements. It was called the modern periodic law. The law stated that the properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic numbers. So what does it mean? This means that the physical and chemical properties of elements do occur periodically. But this happens when the elements are arranged according to their atomic numbers. All the known elements could be arranged based on the atomic numbers. With these predicting the properties of elements yet to be discovered could simpler and more precise. This helped in placing the newly discovered elements properly in the periodic table. Also overcoming the limitations of Mendeleev's table was an other advantage. And how did that happen? Do you remember the limitations? The first limitation of no precise position for hydrogen was mainly overcome. It was assigned a position that would not lead to any confusion. We will take a detailed look at this position of hydrogen later in the higher grades. Next limitation of the Mendeleev's table was the position of isotopes. Can you recollect what isotopes are? Yes, they are the atoms of the same element with different number of neutrons. That is the reason by inciting to the same element, the atoms have different atomic masses. Because atomic mass, the sum total all the protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. Placing isotopes in the table was the limitation. But as we know, in the modern periodic table, the position of the elements was no longer based on the atomic masses. They were based on atomic numbers. And atomic number was given by the number of protons. That means that the different number of neutrons will not be a worry for us. So it was possible to place the isotopes now, because all the isotopes of any particular element could be placed at one single place, and this place would be the position of that element in the table. So now can we say that chlorine 35 and chlorine 37 will be placed together? The both have 17 protons, which means they will have same atomic number. Hence, they will place together. Lastly, we have prediction and placement of undiscovered elements. The previous table by Mendeleev was based on atomic masses of elements. However, the atomic masses of elements were not arranged constantly increasing order. Hence, if newly discovered elements were to be placed in the table, then their position would be confusing. But why? It's simply because the atomic masses of previously discovered elements were not in a regularly increasing manner. Then how and where will be placed new ones? Just for the sake of understanding, let us assume some values for the atomic masses of two elements. Element 1 has atomic mass 300, whose position comes first, while element 2 has atomic mass 297, which is placed later in the table, that is after element 1. Now in this case, if a newly discovered element, say element 3 has atomic mass 299, where will be placed it? Between the two elements or after the second element with atomic mass 297? And this is what was happening with Mendeleev's periodic table, because the atomic masses of the elements were not placed constantly increasing manner. Some elements did not have atomic masses less than the previously placed element. So placing the newly discovered elements will disturb the entire table. But in the modern periodic table, the position of elements was based on atomic numbers. So newly discovered elements could be easily added between, because the atomic number of the elements are found to occur in a constantly increasing manner. This is how the important limitation of the Mendeleev periodic table ruled out, and that is the reason why the new periodic table surfaced as the most useful tool for studying elements. The newly arranged table of elements was based on modified law. Do you remember the name of this important law? Yes, It is the modern periodic law. So, can you guess the name of the table that was based on this law? Yes, it was called the modern periodic table. Now let's have a detailed look at this modern periodic table, its properties and few of its important characteristics in the upcoming video. Thanks for watching the video.